Alright guys, first deer hunt ever. Got all my stuff packed. Staying at a buddy's house, so I got my air mattress, got some extra warm pants, got my shooting headphones, and of course, all my camo gear, and Blaze Orange are in that box. Alright guys, today is Friday. Tomorrow's opening day for gun season. I got everything packed. I'm gonna head out around here about 6 or 7 o'clock, head to my buddy's house, and we're gonna go and set up a couple of those pop-up blinds on his property. I'm super excited. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I would love to go out right now, but actually I have school around until 6. So I'll be getting on the road at 6, and I'll make sure to take you guys with me. I was actually about 15 minutes out, and then I realized I forgot my copies of my licenses. I just like to carry the paper ones just in case a game warden comes up. But man, I was pretty pissed off when I realized that I didn't have my tags with me. Got the snacks and got some dough estrus in there. See what we can do with that. Super excited. Alright guys, we're on our way over to the friend's house. I'm super excited. I know I keep saying that, but I genuinely am. I just love being outside, and finally getting a chance to participate in the deer gun season has been a really big dream of mine for the past couple of years. I think we're going to be shooting a 270. Not sure what brand it is, but it doesn't matter that much to me. I'm just happy that I'm getting a chance to take a shot at a deer. So we'll see what happens. I just bought some doe estrus. A lot of reviews online say it works pretty well. It was about $10 from Walmart for a little tiny tin of wafers, so we're going to try that out tomorrow and see what we can do. I also just bought a new little tripod for the phone, so I can hopefully get some good footage for you guys tomorrow. We'll see if it works. I have low hopes after taking it out of the box, but I think it's going to be good. Either way, I'm just super duper stoked to get out there, and I'm just really looking forward to seeing what tomorrow holds. Guys, we have everything ready for tomorrow. The pants, shirts, and Blaze Orange accessories. We got the gun, hand warmers and stuff, and some Zen control as well. So, see you guys in the morning. Alright everyone, good morning. It is right now about 5:40 in the morning. Getting ready here to go out. I got my base layer on, and I'm gonna start putting on my other clothes, and hopefully we're out there no later by like 6:10, 6:15. So really excited. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I don't think I laid there for quite a bit, and then I think I maybe got an hour or two of sleep. But what you gonna do? I still hope we can see something today and maybe get shoot something. So I'm really looking forward to it. So you can see that the video's paused here. I just wanted to quickly give some background information. So the land that we were hunting on was my friend's neighbors, who had graciously invited us to use his land for the deer season. So the large pond in front of us is a man-made pond. There are actually several surrounding the property. We had chosen that one specifically because there was a nice tree line where we could see at least 200 or 300 yards in all the directions. So it was a pretty good spot to set up a blind. Little fun fact, the friend that I was hunting with, his parents actually own a fish hatchery right next door. So they also had several large man-made ponds that they raised fish on, and I believe they still do. So our blind was oriented pretty well. We had a really clear shot across the pond. To our immediate left in this picture, just more tree line. to be able to look at, and then to the right there were a couple bushes, so I didn't really feel the need to show you guys that, or else you'd just be looking at a bunch of shrubs. So about a week before opening day, I was talking to a couple of friends about how when you see an animal, you really get that nervous energy and you get really excited and shaky, and your nerves just kind of are up and down. And I was telling them how I have never experienced that because in these 5 years of me learning to hunt, I have not been able to shoot anything yet. And they were laughing at me. They said, "Oh, when you see something that's going to hit you," and I kind of laughed it off. Since I've never experienced it, I didn't think it could happen to me. But it definitely happened to me. Where my finger was pointing, that's where we saw the deer. Granted, it was 300 yards away, which for a beginner, a 300-yard shot is probably not the safest option to take. But in my excitement, I decided to take it anyway. So I remember kneeling down, I got my rifle out, turned the safety off, and I was shaking like a leaf. I could not hold my gun still. And I just remember thinking to myself, what are you doing? You're going to miss the deer. And I just was shaking so bad that I could barely keep the crosshairs on the deer. And I was trying to take the calming breaths like my friend, he was whispering in my ear. He was telling me, "Isaac, calm down, it will be okay." And I just kept shaking. I was just so excited. And eventually I got the crosshair on the deer, and I missed by maybe 5 to 10 meters. My gut tells me that I most likely aimed low, or just in my excitement and anxiety to shoot, I might have just drifted down a little bit before squeezing the trigger. So, yep, that was that. I was very, I was frustrated with myself for sure, but I think overall it was a good experience to learn that no, you really do get that kind of shaky, excited feeling. That is something that I definitely will need to work on in the future. But it was crazy just to actually experience that everyone's always talked about. So after I completely missed the deer, we made our way back to the blind, and for the rest of the afternoon until the last couple minutes of shooting light, we saw absolutely nothing. There were tons of gunshots around us. They definitely picked up as shooting light grew closer and closer to ending, but we just couldn't seem to see anything. And as a matter of fact, as we were walking back, probably about 5 or 10 minutes after shooting light had ended, my friend's dad texted him a couple pictures of 3 or 4 doe and 1 or 2 bucks that were within 20, 30 yards of our blind. So that was kind of a kick in the ass, but what you gonna do?
All right, everyone. Well, I'm back from my trip, so that kind of wraps up my first ever deer season. Yeah, and I will see you all in the next video. I don't know yet what it's going to be about. It might be about turkey stuff, or it might be about some new gear that I got coming along this way. So stay tuned. I'm really excited.